crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com. Good morning, Horn of Z's, just sip of chaga coffee that I already drank. Just got back from El Paso. Winner chicken dinner for my son's soccer team. Oakland Roots stun El Paso, advance to the USL playoffs. Great time. Tarn didn't get in, which is always a bummer. I think you should play every second. But they won. They were the biggest underdog in all of the USL, which is a pro soccer team right below the MLS. Very good time. And one of the best parts, Amy and I are sitting in a hotel bar waiting for the game, having a margarita, because you're in El Paso, you have to have a margarita. And we're sitting there, and this guy looks over at me, and he walks over and says, "You're Bix Weir, roadrunner.com." Tom, how are you, my friend? So we chatted with him for a good half an hour, met some friends of his. He's been on the road to root a long time, a private road member. Very exciting. I told him I'd send him an extra silver coin. It's in the mail, Tom. It's in the mail. But yeah, it was a great time in El Paso. El Paso is pretty cool. We walked down to the border just to check out the border. Really interesting. Very interesting. A lot of, I felt more like I was in Mexico than the U.S. for a while there, which was cool. I love the diversification of all these cultures mixing and melding, and it's a border town. And the people in El Paso were cool, really cool. And the tacos were off the charts. Oh, my God. I ate way too many tacos. Anyway, congratulations to the Oakland Roots. Win a chicken dinner. Next game is in Orange County this Saturday, I believe. I'll be making my way down there. I'm a roadie for the Oakland Roots. So, congrats, boys. Very exciting. All right, I want to talk about the craziness. The craziness of Bitcoin is on fire. 66,000. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, mind you, I love it more when it's cheap because I'm not worried about a big slam. We're not there yet. I think we'll get to at least 100,000 by December, fulfilling Cliff's $100,000 Bitcoin party forecast. Do not underestimate the criminality of the powers that be. The Biden administration, whoever's running the markets these days, might not be the Biden administration. I don't know. But don't forget they can and will and do everything to manipulate the price of cryptocurrencies. They know it is the future, but they will bring Bitcoin to 100,000 and bring it back down to 20 or 30,000. That's just part of the game. So you're either a hodler, and usually a slam like that would take a couple years probably to, say they ban Bitcoin with their stupid regulations or something to that effect. Everybody sells. The only reason to do that is slow down the adoption of Bitcoin and all other cryptocurrencies. It's not to destroy them. If the United States wants to destroy cryptocurrencies through regulation, then we will be the poorest country on the planet. We will be the poorest country on the planet if we shun the cryptocurrencies and the blockchain technology. It's the stupidest thing. These regulators are bought and paid for by banks, so remember that. And they can place the price of Bitcoin wherever they want using crypto derivatives. What's a crypto derivative? Every time you buy and sell on an exchange, you're trading a crypto derivative. It's all derivatives now, just like the stock market, the bond market, and the lovely silver market. Look at the price chart for silver for the last 10 years and gold. They're pretty much both the same. 10 years of toiling under price manipulation. How much money have they printed in the last 10 years? Now look at Bitcoin the last 10 years. It's just off the charts. So here's my recommendation to all you Road to Ruta members. Swap some of your crypto for silver. Balance out your portfolio between now and the end of the year. Balance it out. Yes, there will be taxes paid on any crypto sales, but the silver is not going to go too much lower for too long. Cryptos have a long way to fall when they do fall. They might fall from when Bitcoin hits 100,000, 200,000, or 300,000. I think at least 100. And then there'll be such a frenzy you probably won't even be able to get out when you want to. It's going to be ugly. So the whole world is coming into cryptos. And the powers that be are going to slam it and slam it and slam it the best they can. And they can do quite a bit of damage. But if you're a hodler and you plan on hodling for a couple of years, you're going to do very well. And that has proven to be true, obviously, over the years. I remember right here when Bitcoin went up to almost 20,000 in 2017, and then Chris Giancarlo and the Trump administration and Steve Mnuchin slammed it down. And we had to wait another couple of years for it to get going again. I mean, that went from 20,000 down to 3,000. It's not fun hodling through the downdrafts. And if you don't want to do it, hey, sell some. What I do is I like to balance out my portfolio. When cryptos rise, sell some crypto and buy some silver. Physical silver in your own possession. Right now, cryptos are on a frickin' tear. I mean, look at the last 3 months. This is just Bitcoin. Look at that. From 40,000 to 66,000. How about scraping off a little and put it over into silver, the most undervalued asset? I'm not saying Bitcoin's not going to $1 million. It is. But that's more a problem with the dollar. Silver just sitting there waiting to be bought. Sitting there waiting to be bought. Yes, the premiums are high. If you don't have any silver, send an email to Andy Scheckman, ANDY, at milesfranklin.com, milesfranklin.com, and get your silver. If you want to add to your stack, great time. If you have cryptos, great time to add to your stack. As the crypto rises, you gotta even out your portfolio. Why? Because when the cryptos fall massively, you can have a big pile of silver to swap for cryptos. I think that is the best way. The best way to deal with the pump and dumps is using silver as your currency, not as fiat money. You know, a lot of people are, I'm gonna sell the highs and then buy back when it's low, but they keep their money in the banking system in fiat money. That's not a good move. Put it into the metals. Even out your portfolio as Theta doubles, triples, quadruples. I still think we're going to hit $88.88 by the end of the year, and we're only at $8. That's a 10x move between now and the end of the year. Bix, you're crazy. We'll find out. We'll see what the Katy Perry show does to Tfuel. And by the way, Theta, if you got Theta staked, you don't want to sell it because you get T-drop tokens. The longer you hold it, the more you get in February. Just keep that in mind. And then you get, I think, a third of your allocation on that day, February 1st. And the other 2/3 is accrued, is earned over the next 18 months. And I do think T-drop is going to be very valuable. So yes, I've said it a million times. Theta is the number one. Tfuel is the number two, although the ratio is out of whack. I think it should be at least 10-1, and it's 20-1. And especially when the Katy Perry thing comes up. And then I know a lot of people who are swapping, will be swapping when the Katy Perry show comes in December and all the hype comes. They'll be swapping their Tfuel for Theta or swapping their Tfuel for silver. Brilliant move for the long run. But just look at these two price charts of gold and silver. This is what a manipulated market looks like. 10 years of printing more money than history has ever known. For the last 10 years, more money has been printed than all throughout history. And gold and silver's down. Gold's pretty much the same. Think about that. The disconnect. And why is that disconnect there? Because we have criminal banks and criminal politicians and criminal central bankers controlling and rigging the market. And criminal high-frequency traders like Vincent Viola, Virtu Financial. That's all they do is rig the markets for the gold and silver, whatever you want to call them. The bullion banks, as some people call them. They're just criminals. They're just an ordinary criminal that doesn't go to jail. Why isn't Jamie Dimon in jail? Why isn't Jeffrey Christian saying, oh, shit, I was wrong, the conspiracy guys were right? Because JP Morgan paid $982 million fine. JP Morgan doesn't pay, that's the largest fine in human history for a commodity rig. The largest fine by far. And yet, the CFTC investigated it 3 times and never came up with anything. It took the DOJ to do it because the CFTC is bought and paid for. Sorry, guys. I know you watch my show, but you are. Rustin Benham even said, oh, we had to tamp down the silver price. What the fuck is that? Your job is not to tamp down anything. Your job is to make sure that laws are being followed and rules are being followed. And you clearly are on the side of the bad guys. I don't remember you ever saying, oh, we had to tamp up the price because it dropped too low. Clearly, you are bought and paid for, Rustin Benham. And Don DeStump, get off your stump and do something. Those are the only 2 CFTC commissioners. Anyway, great time to swap cryptos for silver. I think cryptos will continue to go up. So you can do a little bit now and dollar cost average in. Crypto cost average in. So Bitcoin, all-time high, 66,000. A lot of the other ones are absolutely rocking too. Ethereum up almost $5,000. Tether, do not get anywhere near Tether. That's probably going to be the impetus for the crypto crash that they're planning. And XRP, who knows what the hell. XRP, I don't dislike them. It's just 3 bankers who are trying to fool the world. None of the bankers like them. I don't get people. It's like they don't do their homework. Dogecoin, of course, meme coins are going to go up when Elon Musk tweets about it. Shiba Inu. It's almost laughable. They even say it's worth nothing, and there's no use case for it, and there's no reason to have it. I mean, it's down, what, 80%? No. It's down, what was that, like 8.000? You know you're in trouble when you're having to count zeros on a crypto token. 20% last week. I think it's down like 40% in the last month. But yeah, it's up thousands of percent otherwise. The problem with Shiba Inu, which everybody should recognize, is that it's got a market cap of $30 billion. That's insane. There's no way it's going to go to, people say, oh, my Shiba Inu is going to 10x from here. That's $300 billion. That would put it at number 3, the number 3 cryptocurrency in the world. Wait, no. Hold on. I'm looking at volume. 300 billion, yeah, that would be the number 3 cryptocurrency in the world. There's no way Shiba Inu is going to 10x from here. Why? Those days are gone. The true game is already done. Look at the market cap. Whereas Theta, on the other hand, has a market cap of only 8 billion. I think it's going to number 2, but top 10 really soon. And by the end of the year, I think it's number probably 2 or 3, right behind Ethereum. And it should be. The internet does not work without Theta in our future. The infrastructure bill, do you know how much money gets siphoned off of that? Yes, there's like $40 billion dedicated to the internet, broadband expansion. Why don't they just walk over to the Theta Labs and say, hey, can you help us? We don't really want to spend this $40 billion. We would love to give that back to the American taxpayer. Could you help us spread the internet throughout the world, or at least throughout the United States? And Theta would say, yeah, freaking download the Edge node. Require every citizen who uses the internet to download an Edge node. They'll be earning tokens, and oh, by the way, they'll be sharing their broadband. And the United States would save $40 billion. I don't know what else to tell you. Why aren't the Theta Labs guys going to there's all these congressional meetings on the problem with broadband right now. That's why there's $40 billion carved out for broadband. Why don't the Theta Labs go to those guys and say, hey, we have a solution, and it's not going to require a 5G tower on every street corner. It's a software download. A Theta Edge node shares broadband. Every computer has extra capacity on it. Download, you'll earn Theta Fuel and Bravo. You'll be sharing the capacity of the broadband. You'll expand. You'll save money on CDN costs. Those of you like Netflix, when's Netflix coming to Theta? I would guess soon. I think that's the next big announcement. Why? Because that's all Netflix does is pay content delivery network fees. I mean, they could save, half? And become a profitable company? All they have to do is link up with Theta. And voila, there you got it. A little more complicated than that, but not much more complicated. Broadband expansion is solved with software, not $40 billion of, probably only $5 billion of that gets to where it needs to be. The rest is, given to pay out the deep state, most likely. Anyway, so interesting from Zero Hedge today, our system can fall apart if every peasant quits the physical economy and starts trading in crypto. True, that's true, but remember who controls your government. The fiat money banksters. So it will not be an easy climb. It's going to happen. It just won't be an easy climb. That's why hodling is the only foolproof way to survive this. At the other end, cryptos will be just crazy booming. And it might not even be in fiat money terms. It might be in crypto terms. I don't know. Nobody knows, by the way. Nobody knows. There will be no Nesra and Jesra. And the quantum financial system was all bullshit. All designed to keep your hope and faith in something that would not work. It doesn't solve the problem. It solves the problem for the bad guys, absolutely. Klaus Schwab would love that. But we're smarter than that, right? There can be no deciders. No deciders. Really interesting. Incoming mayor, New York mayor, wants crypto taught in schools. Oh my God, does somebody have half a brain in the government? What would it be like to teach people about money in schools? To teach them to balance their checkbook in schools? The world would be completely different. The banksters have kept that out of the curriculum. Bravo to the new incoming New York mayor who wants cryptos taught in schools. Oh, by the way, Mr. New York mayor, why do you still have laws and crypto licenses necessary to do business, to work with cryptos in New York? It is the most restrictive state. After that comes Hawaii for cryptocurrencies. You are hurting your citizens. If the New York mayor knows anything, a guy named Eric Adams knows anything about cryptos, hey Eric, remove all these rules and regulations that are hampering New York's ability to deal in cryptocurrencies. And I get it. Your bread and butter is the fiat monetary system, the bankers of New York who told you to do this. But their time is done. They are done. It's time we move forward. Speaking of moving forward, the other half of the Jenny Moonstone reading will be posted later today. Really good stuff. I posted the first half on Friday, The Great Reset, Grand Canyon, and the Ant People. Unbelievable stuff. Look at the back of the US dollar. Look at that. Does that look like an Egyptian pyramid? No, it's got bushes around the base of it. That's gold in the Grand Canyon, my friends. That's Grand Canyon period. And all saying I'm just telling you, it's not rocket science. See the little zero with the slash through it? And the gold bar, the zeros through the slash through it? That's how much gold is left in the Grand Canyon for the loans that were given to China. It's all very behind the scenes, very complicated. But on the Road to Ruta, that's what we do on the private road. We dig into stuff. So go check that out. Go to roadtoruta.com. Sign up for the free public updates on the left side, and then hit subscribe today. We will mail you. We will mail you 50 T-Fuel loaded on a paper wallet. Don't forget, it wasn't too long ago we were mailing out 100 Theta. on a paper wallet. Everybody who joined then now has $700-800 worth of Theta. Road to Ruta is the subscription that pays. Anyway, 50T Fuel going out to all new subscribers and renewals at roadtoruta.com. This is Bix Weir. I'll talk to you guys later.
Hey, Road to Ruta followers. I'm Josh Lake, and I'm here today with Bix Weir, and we have some very exciting news for you guys. We are so proud to announce our first ever sweepstakes here on the Road to Ruta, where we're giving away $5,000 worth of our favorite cryptocurrencies, Theta and Tfuel. We're hosting the sweepstakes throughout the whole month of November because November is all about Thanksgiving. This is our way of saying thank you to all of our followers and all of our supporters for all of the love over the years, and to give one of you guys the chance to really change your financial future. So Bix, how could $5,000 worth of Theta and Tfuel help change your financial future?
Oh my God, I can't think of a better investment with the potential for the future. I mean, Theta is the future of the internet, literally. Theta is a software that can be downloaded onto every single mobile device, every single flat screen TV on the planet to help expand broadband. Theta is a utility token, as they call it in the purest sense. I don't think the internet can even survive without the mass adoption of Theta. And so if you love cryptos, holy crap, will you love Theta. Now, having said that, if you love cryptos, you love Theta, you love the internet, what would a valuation of these tiny, right now, I mean, you can get Theta Fuel for 35 cents today, 35 cents. In my calculations of where Theta Fuel is going, it's into the hundreds. So you times, what is it, $5,000 win in this sweepstakes times 100 times 1,000. Try to times it by 2,000, 3,000. That's how high it's going at some point in time. I'm not telling you it's going to happen tomorrow, but if there's anything that I wanted to buy, stick away and look at it again in 2 or 3 years, it would be Theta, and especially right now, Theta Fuel with a 20-to-1 ratio between the two. So yes, definitely we're talking this gift of $5,000 to whoever wins the sweepstakes. I believe it will be in the millions come 2-3 years down the line. So I don't even know how to explain how valuable Theta will be in the future, but let me just say it will be very valuable, Josh.
Exactly. That's absolutely right, Bix. This sweepstakes could really change one person's life. So if you want your chance to win, make sure you get entered. And if you're wondering, how do I get entered? Let me walk you through those steps right now. So to get entered to win, you would come to the website here and you would find our sweepstakes page. And on the sweepstakes page here, you can see that there's some rules and qualifications that you need, which I'll go over in a little bit. But the big one is that you need to fill out our sweepstakes entry form to get entered. If you do not fill out this form, you will not be entered. So make sure if you want your chance to win, you come here, you click on this link and you fill it out and follow the instructions. So you click on the link and it'll take you to this form. And all you do, you enter in the information asked of you and follow the instructions to get entered to win. So you would provide your full name, and to get one entry, you can follow us here on our Twitter page. So you would need a Twitter account to get this entry. So if you have a Twitter, you go to the Road to Ruta Twitter, which there's a link for it right here, and you follow us on Twitter. But just to verify that you are indeed entering the sweepstakes, we're going to ask that you send this phrase to us in a direct message so that we can count that, we can verify that you want this entry to win. And you also need to provide your username or your handle here so we can check that you are following us to get that entry. So that's simple. Just follow us, send us the message with that phrase, and we'll give you one entry to win. To gain a second entry to win, you would join us or follow us here on Theta TV. So you would need a Theta TV account just again for this entry. So you would go to Theta TV, you would make your account if you don't already have one. You would click on this link or go to the Road to Ruta Theta TV account and give us a follow. And also provide your username here so we can verify that you indeed follow us. And once you do that, you'll get a second entry to win. So just right there, following us on 2 social media platforms, get 2 entries to win. So joining the private road is definitely your best chance at winning this membership because you get 20 entries just for joining the private road. So if you're not a private road follower, if you join at all during the entire month of our sweepstakes, you would click this box and we would give you 20 entries to win. That's right, 20 entries. If you're already a private road follower, then you get 5 entries automatically. You don't have to do anything. You just click this box and you get 5 automatic entries. And if you are a private road member and you want to renew your membership during the sweepstakes, you'd click this box and we would give you a total of 20 entries right there. If you don't want to become a private road member, no worries. You just click this box, you got 0 entries for that. So if you do join the private road or you renew and you follow us on Twitter and on Theta TV, you would get a total of 22 entries to win our sweepstakes. That's the most you can get is 22. So right there, that is your best chance of winning our grand prize. Below that, please enter if you are a private road member, make sure you enter in your username right here so we can verify you. And then you'd also need to provide your phone number. The only reason we would use your phone number is if you do indeed win the sweepstakes, we're going to give you a call. We're going to let you know that you won. And it's going to be an amazing phone call because you just won $5,000 worth of Tfuel and Theta. That's very exciting. And then we have a couple of logistics questions down here that you agree to all of our official rules, and a couple of feedback questions here for us and our team. And then you would click this submit button right here and you would be all set. You'd be all entered to win our sweepstakes. So a couple of rules just to know, you do have to be at least 18 years old if you want to get entered to win. And you have to be a legal resident of the United States if you want to win. So apologize to all you international folks. This sweepstakes is just going to be for our American followers. So once the sweepstakes is all said and done, it's December 1st. We're not taking any more entries. What we're going to do is we're going to send all of our entries to our third-party sweepstakes service, who is going to pick our winner at random and then let us know who that winner is. Once we know who that winner is, we're going to give you guys a phone call and let you know that you've won our $5,000 sweepstakes grand prize. And once you've been notified, once you've heard that you're the winner, you have a couple of things that you need to fill out with our sweepstakes service company just to verify that you meet all of our qualifications. And once we've been informed that you do in fact qualify, we'll send you our grand prize of $5,000 worth of Theta and Tfuel right then and there. And if for some reason you don't want to take the crypto, we can send you $5,000 in cash right to you. I don't know why you wouldn't want to take the crypto. The crypto is going to pay off much more in the long run. But if for some reason you don't want it, we can give you the cash. And that's all there is to it, guys. We are so excited to be hosting our first ever sweepstakes here on the road to Ruta. We are so excited to be giving you guys the chance to change your financial future and win our amazing grand prize of $5,000 worth of Theta and Tfuel. And we hope you guys are excited as well to participate. Bix, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yes, I'm just so grateful for the Road to Ruta followers, the people who've been following my work for 20 years now, some of you. It's been a long, arduous slosh through the muck to get to where we are today, but we are prime position right now to benefit from, I mean, a lot of us already have benefited, but to benefit from the Road to Ruta information. This is a give back. This is when Josh approached me with this idea of sweepstakes. I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, well, we can give $5,000 worth of Theta and Theta Fuel to those people who have followed us, are new to us, who have been here forever, and everybody benefits. I said, yes, 2 thumbs up, let's do it. And I'm real excited. And Josh, great job on this. And Paige is doing a great job also doing this stuff. This is the future of the Road to Ruta, is the young crowd who are adding new life and new energy into the Road to Ruta family. And I think the best way to do that is start with a gift, a literal gift to the Road to Ruta family. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Bix. You're absolutely right. This is a first for us here on the Road to Ruta. We've never done anything like this before, and we're so excited to see how it goes. And we hope you guys are excited to participate as well. So go to our sweepstakes page on the website, fill out the form, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Theta TV, and then just sit back and wait to find out if you become the winner of our very first sweepstakes ever. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys are as excited as we are about our first ever sweepstakes here on the Road to Ruta. So go get your chance to win, and we wish you guys the best of luck.